Ladies and gentlemen, respect is something we all strive for in life, whether it's in our personal relationships, our careers, or within the communities we belong to. But how do we actually earn respect? The truth is, it doesn't come easily or instantly. It's not something that can be demanded, nor is it something that is given based on a single grand gesture. One of the most important aspects of earning respect is learning the power of consistency. This is something that many people overlook, but it is without a doubt one of the most crucial components of gaining long-term respect in any aspect of life. To truly master consistency, we need to understand that respect isn't something that is granted to us just because we've achieved one great success. It's not about impressing people once or twice and expecting that to be enough. Real, lasting respect is earned through regular, reliable effort over time. People respect those who consistently show up and do the work day in and day out, even when no one is watching. This kind of dedication builds a reputation that people can rely on, trust, and admire. Think about the people you respect the most in your life. What is it about them that stands out to you? More often than not, it's their unwavering consistency. Maybe it's the friend who always shows up for you, no matter what. They may not always have the perfect solution, but their loyalty and reliability make you trust them. Or perhaps it's the colleague who continuously delivers high-quality work, even on the most difficult projects, and never shies away from doing the hard work. It's the person who doesn't seek shortcuts or quick wins, but understands that true success comes from continuous, diligent effort. These are the people who earn our respect because we know they can be counted on to do what needs to be done, even when it's not easy. Now, consistency doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over again without any room for growth. In fact, consistency is all about doing what's necessary even when the motivation isn't there, and doing it in a way that moves us forward. It's about making decisions that align with our values and staying true to those choices, no matter how challenging the circumstances might be. When you consistently show up and do the right thing, even in tough situations, it speaks volumes about your character and integrity. People will notice, and over time, they will come to respect you for it. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well. When everything is lining up perfectly and success is just around the corner, it's simple to stay on track. But the real test of your character comes when life throws challenges your way. That's when the true power of consistency is revealed. The most respected individuals are the ones who push through when things aren't going their way. They don't make excuses, they don't give up, and they certainly don't let obstacles stop them from reaching their goals. Instead, they keep moving forward, even when it feels like progress is slow, because they know that success is not built on perfection, it's built on persistence. The key to consistency lies in developing a mindset that is focused on long-term goals. You cannot expect to earn respect overnight or after one impressive project. It takes time, effort, and patience. It's about setting clear goals, maintaining discipline, and making steady progress toward them, day after day. The journey is often long, and there will be times when you want to quit or take shortcuts. But those who master consistency know that the end result will be worth the struggle. They don't get distracted by immediate gratification. They understand that the real reward comes from sustained effort over time. This consistent approach applies not only to work or achieving personal milestones, but also to how we treat the people around us. If you want to earn respect from others, you have to be consistently kind, honest, and supportive. You can't just be a good friend or colleague when it's convenient or when you're in the mood. True respect comes when you consistently show up for people, when they can count on you to be there for them regardless of your mood or the circumstances. It's about creating a pattern of positive, reliable behavior that becomes a part of your character. People will recognize that and will respect you for it because they know they can trust you. In our world today, we often focus on the need for instant results. Social media, the pressure to succeed quickly, and the allure of fast success can distract us from what truly matters. But the most respected people aren't those who get the spotlight for one moment. They're the ones who work tirelessly behind the scenes, day in and day out. They build their respect slowly, brick by brick, with patience and dedication. And while it might take time, the respect they earn will be far more valuable and long-lasting than anything that comes too easily. So, if you want to earn respect and keep it, focus on consistency. Show up, do the work, stay true to your values, and don't give up when things get tough. Respect is not a one-time achievement, it's a way of life. Those who master this and understand the power of consistency will find themselves surrounded by people who respect them not just for what they've done, but for who they are and the dedication they bring to everything they do. This is the foundation of lasting respect, and it will stay with you forever. Respect is something that's often misunderstood. Many people believe that in order to earn respect, they need to put on a facade or act in ways that align with certain expectations. They try to be someone they're not, thinking that being perfect is the key to gaining the admiration of others. But the truth is, the most respected people are those who embrace authenticity over perfection. The power of being genuine cannot be overstated, and when we learn to embrace our true selves, we naturally attract respect from others. At the core of authenticity is self-awareness, the understanding of who we really are. This means being comfortable with our strengths and acknowledging our weaknesses. Authenticity isn't about pretending to have it all figured out or trying to be someone else in order to fit in. It's about showing up in the world as your real, unfiltered self. When people see you for who you truly are, they will respect you far more than if you were constantly trying to live up to some idealized version of yourself. Too often, we focus on presenting an image of ourselves that aligns with what we think others want to see. We put up walls to hide our vulnerabilities and mask our true feelings in an effort to protect ourselves from judgment. But in doing so, we not only rob others of the opportunity to connect with us, but we also deny ourselves the chance to fully express who we are. It's only when we let go of the need to please others or maintain a false image that we can start to build genuine connections with those around us. People can sense when you're being real, and they respect you for your honesty and openness. When we embrace authenticity, we also become more resilient in the face of criticism. It's easy to be discouraged when we feel like we're not meeting others' expectations or living up to some ideal. But authenticity gives us the strength to stay true to ourselves, even when faced with negative opinions or difficult situations. When we stop trying to please everyone and start focusing on being the best version of ourselves, we build inner strength. This inner strength is what allows us to keep moving forward and remain grounded regardless of external pressures. Furthermore, embracing authenticity leads to greater fulfillment. When we live in alignment with our true values, we naturally feel a sense of satisfaction that cannot be found in the pursuit of perfection. We stop comparing ourselves to others and trying to meet arbitrary standards that are set by society. Instead, we focus on what truly matters to us. It's this internal alignment that helps us become the person we were always meant to be. And when we are truly ourselves, we start to attract people who appreciate us for who we are, not for the image we're trying to project. Respect isn't something that can be faked. People are quick to recognize when someone is pretending to be something they're not. It's easy to spot when someone is trying too hard to impress or gain favor. On the other hand, those who are genuinely themselves exude a natural confidence that draws others to them. There's something magnetic about someone who isn't afraid to stand in their truth, flaws and all. This authenticity creates an environment where people feel safe to be themselves too, which in turn fosters deeper, more meaningful relationships. Think about the people you respect the most in your life. Chances are, it's not because they are perfect or have it all together, it's because they are unapologetically themselves. They don't hide behind masks or try to impress others with an exaggerated image of who they are. They're comfortable in their own skin, and that self-assurance inspires respect. When you embrace your authenticity, you give others permission to do the same. This creates a cycle of mutual respect where everyone feels valued for who they truly are. Another important aspect of embracing authenticity is the courage it takes to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it's a strength. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we demonstrate a level of honesty and openness that others can't help but admire. It's through vulnerability that we connect with others on a deeper level. When we share our fears, struggles, and imperfections, we invite others to do the same. This creates a sense of trust and understanding that is at the heart of any meaningful relationship. Living authentically also allows us to build a strong sense of self-respect. When we are true to ourselves, we begin to trust our own judgment and decisions. We stop seeking validation from others and start relying on our own internal compass. This self-respect is a powerful tool that helps us navigate life with confidence and clarity. And when we respect ourselves, others are more likely to respect us as well. Authenticity breeds self-confidence, and self-confidence breeds respect. At the end of the day, the quest for respect shouldn't be about fitting into someone else's mold or trying to be something you're not. It's about embracing who you are, imperfections and all, and showing up in the world with that authenticity. When you let go of the need for perfection and embrace your true self, you will naturally earn the respect of others. People appreciate honesty, vulnerability, and a sense of self-assurance. It's these qualities that make someone truly admirable, and it's these qualities that will ensure that the respect you earn lasts a lifetime. In a world where the pressure to be perfect can often feel overwhelming, remember that your true power lies in your authenticity. Embrace it, live it, and watch the respect you've always desired come to you effortlessly. When it comes to earning respect, many people focus on their outward success, how they present themselves to the world, or how impressive their accomplishments are. While those things do matter to some extent, there's one underlying factor that often gets overlooked but is crucial in gaining lasting respect: self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals and maintain control over your actions, thoughts, and emotions, regardless of the circumstances. It's the internal strength that propels you forward, even when things get tough, and it's what separates those who merely dream from those who actually achieve. Respect isn't given to those who take shortcuts or rely solely on their natural talent. It's given to those who consistently put in the effort even when no one is watching. Self-discipline is what makes this possible. It's about committing to a plan and sticking to it even when the road ahead is long or when you'd rather take the easier path. People respect those who have the strength to keep going when others would give up. It's not about how good you are in the moment. It's about your ability to continue showing up and doing the work day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Think about the people in your life who inspire you the most. They may not always be the loudest or the most outwardly impressive, but there's a quiet strength to them. They are consistent, reliable, and always follow through on their promises. They don't make excuses, and they don't give up when things get hard. Their dedication to their goals and their ability to maintain control over their actions in difficult situations is what makes them worthy of respect. This is the essence of self-discipline, the willingness to do what needs to be done, regardless of how challenging it may be or how unappealing it seems in the moment. Self-discipline isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about making the right choices, even when those choices aren't the easiest or most comfortable. It's about understanding your priorities and making sure that your actions align with your long-term goals. It's about resisting the urge to procrastinate and making sure that you stay focused on what matters most. The most respected individuals are those who have mastered the art of making thoughtful, intentional decisions. They know that every action they take moves them closer to their goals, and they don't waste time or energy on distractions that won't get them where they want to be. The key to self-discipline is not just about suppressing urges or avoiding temptation. It's about creating a mindset that prioritizes long-term satisfaction over short-term gratification. It's about understanding that the choices you make today will have an impact on your future. While it may be tempting to give in to immediate desires, whether it's procrastinating, indulging in distractions, or avoiding difficult tasks, the most disciplined individuals know that the temporary comfort isn't worth sacrificing their long-term success. This is the mindset that builds respect. People see it in your actions. They notice when you're able to delay gratification and stay focused on your bigger picture, and they admire you for it. One of the greatest challenges to self-discipline is emotional control. It's easy to get swept up in the moment, especially when we're feeling frustrated, stressed, or overwhelmed. But those who master self-discipline are able to control their emotions and remain focused, even when things aren't going well. Instead of letting emotions dictate their behavior, they make decisions based on their goals and values. This emotional resilience is what allows them to continue moving forward, no matter what challenges come their way. It's also what makes them so respected, because people see that they are not easily swayed by external circumstances. They stay calm under pressure, and they don't let temporary emotions derail their progress. Self-discipline also involves making sacrifices. It's about choosing what's most important in the long run, even if it means giving up something in the short term. The most disciplined individuals are willing to sacrifice comfort and convenience in order to achieve something greater. Whether it's waking up early to work on a project, turning down social invitations to focus on personal goals, or staying late to finish a task, Self-discipline often means doing things that others aren't willing to do. It's in these moments of sacrifice that you gain the respect of others. People see that you are willing to put in the effort and make the necessary sacrifices to succeed, and they respect you for it. While self-discipline is crucial to success, it's important to recognize that it's not about perfection. No one is perfectly disciplined all the time. There will be moments when you slip up, when you give in to temptation, or when you fall short of your own expectations. The key is not to be perfect, but to keep going. The most disciplined people are those who are able to get back on track after a setback, learn from their mistakes, and continue striving toward their goals. It's this ability to stay resilient in the face of challenges that earns them respect. People don't respect those who never make mistakes. They respect those who don't let mistakes define them, but instead use them as opportunities to learn and grow. Self-discipline is also deeply connected to accountability. It's about holding yourself to the highest standards and not making excuses when things go wrong. It's easy to blame others or external circumstances for a lack of progress, but the most respected individuals take full responsibility for their actions. They don't shy away from their mistakes, and they don't try to shift the blame onto others. Instead, they own their decisions, learn from them, and continue moving forward with a sense of purpose and determination. When you master self-discipline, you gain not only the respect of others, but also a sense of personal pride. You begin to respect yourself more because you know that you have the strength and the determination to stay on course no matter what. This internal respect is the foundation of external respect. When others see your ability to stay disciplined and focused, they will naturally admire you for your commitment and integrity. Self-discipline is the key to long-term success and the foundation of respect. When you cultivate the ability to stay focused, control your emotions, and make intentional choices, you set yourself up for achievement. And when you consistently demonstrate this discipline over time, respect will follow. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked qualities that earns lasting respect is the ability to listen, truly listen. Most people hear, but few actually listen. Listening is more than just being quiet while someone else speaks. It's about being fully present, engaged, and open to understanding another person's perspective. It's about showing that you value their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. People respect those who listen because listening is a sign of intelligence, empathy, and confidence. It shows that you are secure enough in yourself to give others space to express themselves without feeling the need to dominate the conversation. Listening is not passive. It requires effort, patience, and a willingness to put aside your own thoughts and judgments. Too often, people listen just to respond rather than to understand. They wait for their turn to speak instead of absorbing what the other person is actually saying. This kind of surface-level listening does little to build respect. On the other hand, those who listen deeply, who ask thoughtful questions, and who genuinely try to understand others earn admiration because they make people feel heard and valued. Everyone wants to be understood, and when you become the person who truly listens, you naturally gain respect. In any conversation, the way you listen speaks volumes about your character. When you interrupt, dismiss, or talk over someone, it signals that you believe your thoughts are more important than theirs. This diminishes respect, making others feel unimportant. But when you listen with patience and sincerity, it shows humility and emotional intelligence. It shows that you recognize that other people's experiences and perspectives matter just as much as your own. This kind of listening fosters trust and strengthens relationships both personally and professionally. One of the most remarkable things about great listeners is that they make others feel safe. When people know they can speak without being judged, dismissed, or rushed, they naturally open up. This is why the most respected leaders, mentors, and influencers are exceptional listeners. They create an environment where people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and ideas. They don't just hear words, they listen for meaning, emotion, and intent. This ability to listen deeply allows them to connect with others on a deeper level, making them highly respected and valued in any setting. Another key element of listening is the ability to read between the lines. Not everything people say is verbalized explicitly. Sometimes the most important part of a conversation is what's left unsaid. A great listener picks up on tone, body language, and subtle cues that reveal what a person is truly feeling. This level of awareness allows you to respond in ways that make others feel truly understood. When you can recognize emotions beyond the words being spoken, You build deeper connections, and people trust and respect you more because they see that you genuinely care. Listening also requires controlling your ego. Many people struggle to listen because they are too focused on their own opinions or too eager to prove themselves right. But respect isn't earned by always being the loudest or the smartest in the room. It's earned by having the humility to acknowledge that there is always more to learn. When you listen with an open mind, instead of trying to impose your own beliefs, people respect you for your ability to remain objective and fair. They appreciate the fact that you are willing to hear different viewpoints and consider perspectives beyond your own. One of the biggest mistakes people make in conversations is thinking that being right is more important than being understanding. But people don't respect those who constantly argue, correct, or dismiss others just to prove a point. Instead, they respect those who listen, reflect, and respond with thoughtfulness and wisdom. Even when you disagree with someone, you don't need to immediately counter their argument. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is listen, ask questions, and let the other person feel heard. This approach creates mutual respect even when opinions differ. Being a great listener also strengthens your ability to communicate effectively. When you truly understand what someone is saying, your responses become more meaningful. You don't just react, you respond with purpose. You don't assume, you clarify. This makes your words more impactful, and people take you more seriously because they see that you think before you speak. Great listeners naturally become great speakers because they know how to engage in conversations with depth and understanding rather than just trying to dominate discussions. Listening is also one of the most powerful tools in conflict resolution. Many disagreements escalate not because of the initial problem, but because people feel unheard. When emotions run high, people tend to talk over each other, trying to force their point across instead of trying to understand the other side. But those who know how to listen can diffuse tension, de-escalate conflicts, and find common ground. They don't react emotionally, they listen, process, and then respond in a way that moves the conversation forward rather than making it worse. This ability to navigate difficult situations with calmness and clarity is a major reason why great listeners earn so much respect. People are drawn to those who make them feel valued. When you develop the habit of listening deeply, you make people feel like they matter. You make them feel respected, and in turn, they respect you. This is why some of the most admired individuals, whether in leadership, business, or personal relationships, are those who master the art of listening. They create strong connections, build trust, and influence others without force, simply because they make people feel understood. Becoming a great listener is not about staying silent or agreeing with everything you hear. It's about being present, being engaged, and being genuinely interested in what others have to say. It's about putting your own thoughts aside for a moment and giving someone else your full attention. When you listen with sincerity, people notice. They appreciate it because true listening is rare. And in a world where everyone is trying to be heard, those who take the time to listen are the ones who earn the most respect. Earning respect isn't about demanding it, nor is it about being the loudest person in the room. It's about embodying qualities that naturally draw admiration from others. One of the most powerful and enduring ways to gain respect is through unwavering integrity. Integrity means being honest, keeping your word, and living in alignment with your values, no matter the circumstances. It is the foundation of trust, and trust is the currency of respect. People respect those who do what they say they will do, who stand by their principles even when it's inconvenient, and who can be counted on to be truthful and fair in all situations. Integrity isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. It's easy to do the right thing when people are watching, but real integrity is about doing the right thing even when no one is looking. It means making choices that align with your moral values, not just when it benefits you, but even when it costs you something. This is where real respect is built, not in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday decisions that reveal your true character. When people see that you are someone who stays true to your word and doesn't compromise your values for personal gain, they respect you because they know you can be trusted. One of the greatest tests of integrity is honesty. Telling the truth, even when it's difficult, is a mark of strength. Many people take the easy way out, bending the truth or telling people what they want to hear to avoid discomfort. But the most respected individuals are those who are honest, even when the truth is hard to hear. This doesn't mean being harsh or insensitive. It means being truthful with kindness and wisdom. People may not always like what you have to say in the moment, but they will respect you for your honesty in the long run. They will know that when they ask for your opinion, they will get the truth, not a carefully crafted version meant to please them. Another essential part of integrity is reliability. If you say you're going to do something, follow through. If you make a promise, keep it. If you take on a responsibility, fulfill it to the best of your ability. Nothing damages respect more than broken commitments. People quickly lose trust in those who say one thing but do another. But those who keep their word, even in the face of obstacles, earn lasting respect because they show that their words mean something. They don't make empty promises, and they don't let people down. When others know they can count on you, they hold you in high regard because reliability is rare. Integrity also means standing up for what's right even when it's not easy. It's easy to go along with the crowd, to stay silent when you see something wrong happening, or to turn a blind eye when something unethical is taking place. But respect is earned by those who have the courage to take a stand when it matters. This doesn't mean being confrontational or aggressive. It means having the moral strength to speak up for what's right, to defend those who can't defend themselves, and to refuse to compromise your values for the sake of convenience. People admire those who have the courage to stand firm in their beliefs, even when it's unpopular. One of the biggest challenges to integrity is temptation. There will always be situations where cutting corners, telling a small lie, or compromising your values might seem like the easier path. But true respect comes from resisting those temptations and holding yourself to a higher standard. People may not always notice when you act with integrity, but they will certainly notice when you don't. Are you serving the world right? Don't not ask whether you're doing the right thing. Simply love and care about whether you're doing the right thing. A single act of dishonesty or betrayal can undo years of earned respect, and rebuilding that trust can be incredibly difficult. That's why those who consistently act with integrity stand out. They choose the harder but more honorable path, and that earns them admiration. Integrity also means taking responsibility for your actions. Everyone makes mistakes, but the difference between those who are respected and those who aren't is how they handle those mistakes. People respect those who own up to their errors, apologize sincerely when needed, and make things right. Trying to shift blame, making excuses, or pretending mistakes never happen only damages credibility. But when you take full responsibility, people see you as someone who is honest, accountable, and mature. This builds trust and strengthens the respect people have for you. Another aspect of integrity is fairness. People respect those who treat others with fairness and justice, regardless of status or background. Integrity means not playing favorites, not being swayed by bias, and not allowing personal gain to cloud judgment. It means being honest in your dealings with others, whether in business, friendships, or leadership. The most respected individuals are those who are fair in all situations, who don't take advantage of others, and who make decisions based on what is right rather than what is personally beneficial. Living with integrity requires inner strength. It's not always easy to do the right thing, especially when no one is watching or when there's pressure to compromise. But the respect that comes from living with integrity is one of the most valuable things you can earn. It means that people trust you, admire you, and hold you in high regard, not because of what you say, but because of how you live. And that kind of respect lasts a lifetime. Confidence is one of the most magnetic and powerful qualities a person can possess. It is not about arrogance, nor is it about being the loudest in the room. True confidence is a quiet, steady force that draws respect because it reflects self-assurance, competence, and a deep understanding of one's own worth. People naturally gravitate toward those who exude confidence because it signals reliability, leadership, and strength. When you carry yourself with confidence, you don't need to demand respect. It comes naturally. Confidence begins with self-belief. If you do not believe in yourself, it is difficult to convince others to believe in you. Many people wait for external validation to feel worthy, but the most respected individuals don't depend on others to affirm their value. They know who they are, what they stand for, and what they bring to the table. This unshakable self-belief is not something people are born with. It is developed through self-awareness, experience, and a willingness to challenge oneself. Every time you step outside of your comfort zone, take on a challenge, or push through a difficult situation, you build confidence. People respect those who trust in their own abilities and do not waver in the face of doubt or uncertainty. A key aspect of confidence is the ability to remain composed under pressure. Life is full of unpredictable moments, challenges, and setbacks. Those who panic, become overly emotional, or hesitate in crucial moments often struggle to command respect. However, those who maintain their poise, make decisive choices, and navigate difficulties with a calm demeanor earn admiration. It's not about never feeling fear or doubt, it's about mastering the ability to move forward despite those feelings. When people see that you can handle adversity with grace and decisiveness, they naturally look up to you. Confidence is also reflected in the way you carry yourself. Body language speaks volumes, often before a single word is spoken. Standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking with clarity all convey confidence. People instinctively respect those who appear sure of themselves because it signals competence and credibility. On the other hand, slouched posture, avoiding eye contact, or hesitant speech can make even the most intelligent or capable person seem unsure and less commanding. When you walk into a room with certainty, not because you think you are better than others, but because you trust in yourself, people take notice. Another crucial element of confidence is the ability to make decisions without constant fear of being wrong. Indecision and self-doubt can weaken respect because they suggest a lack of conviction. Of course, careful thought and analysis are important, but at some point a choice must be made. Those who hesitate endlessly, constantly second-guess themselves, or seek approval for every decision often struggle to gain authority in the eyes of others. But those who can assess situations, trust their judgment, and take action earn respect because they show leadership and courage. Even when mistakes happen, a confident person takes responsibility, learns, and moves forward without letting failure define them. Confidence is not about knowing everything or never making mistakes. In fact, one of the strongest signs of confidence is the ability to admit when you don't know something or when you need help. Insecurity hides behind false bravado, pretending to have all the answers, while real confidence allows for humility. People respect those who can acknowledge gaps in their knowledge, seek growth, and remain open to learning. This balance between self-assurance and humility is what separates true confidence from arrogance. Another reason confidence earns lasting respect is that it inspires and empowers others. People look up to those who believe in themselves because it encourages them to do the same. When you carry yourself with confidence, it creates a ripple effect. Those around you feel more secure, more motivated, and more willing to trust in their own abilities. This is why confident leaders, mentors, and role models are so influential. They don't just focus on themselves, they uplift others, making them feel stronger in their own pursuits. At its core, confidence is deeply tied to authenticity. True confidence comes from knowing yourself and being unapologetically who you are. People respect those who are genuine, who do not put on a facade to impress others, and who stand firm in their identity. There is something incredibly powerful about a person who does not seek approval, who does not change themselves to fit in, and who remain steadfast in their values. In a world where many people shape themselves based on outside opinions, those who are truly themselves earn deep and lasting respect. The journey to confidence is not about never feeling insecure or afraid. It is about choosing to act with courage despite those feelings. Every challenge overcome, every skill developed, and every risk taken strengthens confidence. It is built through action, through proving to yourself time and time again that you are capable. And when you develop true confidence, it shows, not in loud words or exaggerated displays, but in the quiet strength, assured presence, and unwavering belief that command respect without demanding it.